now is almost everything is going okay.
Yeah, yeah.
I've got some accident, but you know, I'm not that good with physiotherapy. And
yeah.
After the first times I lose the più.
Yeah. What do you do for a job? For work? What?
For job. No, I just work with computers. I mean, I've got
like internet.
Yeah, no, just selling computers, repairing computers.
Okay.
Before I've got a company until January that I used to in project and everything for the Wi-Fi in the hotels.
Okay. Yeah.
But nowadays the law in Italy is changed, so almost everybody do it by themselves. So
okay.
I have to nearly find a new job.
Yeah.
Because you know, working with computers, repairing computers, it's okay, but it's, I mean, when you grow up and need to do something more. No?
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
It's just like you before, just riding, and now you're riding and you're producing your stuff and whatever.
Yeah, understand.
Yeah. So you need not only for the money, also for yourself. No?
Yeah, for motivation and for goals and.
Yes.
Yeah, sure.
Sure.
Yeah. And so you make a lot of times holidays in Alto Adige, like Valpustaria.
Excuse me?
In the holidays, like in summer?
Yes, we're 1 week in Rasun.
In Rasun, yeah.
Yes. And this friend of my daughter goes to an American school in Rome,
okay.
and there was the father of this girl who has a house there in Rasun. And when he told me, I've got a house in Rasun, and I said, surely Rasun, the place where the Tomahawk guys are.
Yes.
And he told me, you are the only people I ever know in my life that knows where is Rasun.
Yeah. Because Roma is far away from Rasun, and Rasun is not a big city.
No, it's a big city, it's very small. Yeah. I've passed there, but I cannot find the guys, and people told me that it's very hard to find.
The Tomahawk guys?
Tomahawk guys, one is in Brazil,
yeah.
And the other was in Thailand. But
yeah, I think they're not even there anymore, like more than half of the year. And I don't think that they make any more boards.
I don't know, because I've got two friends from Abruzzo, from Pescara, who bought from them 2 boards, and the Tomahawk guys gave a 3rd board and just say, just let this board, see this board to your friends, and we are going to make some board and whatever. After that, everybody wants to contact just to know how they cost, how long they want to wait to have one of that board, and
nobody hears anything.
Nothing happens. Everything is.
Do you know? Do you know if the Tomahawk still makes any board?
Fish has told us, but it's already 2 years ago, that he was married to a woman in Brazil, and that he has bought land there.
Yeah, that's what.
So he was maybe 3/4 of the year he spends there on his land with his family, and so maybe it becomes more and more time he spends there.
More.
So this was 2 years ago. So.
No, but I told Sigi that last year 2 guys from Pescara, which is near Rome, bought 2 boards from them.
Ah, okay.
And after that, one of the 2 brothers give them 1 board to show us this board, just for trying it, and after that, people, they say, oh, it's okay, it's a wonderful board, we want to have one, and there is no way to get them, to reach them.
So maybe they are in Brazil.
Yes.
So yesterday I've been to a shop near the factory, or shop, or how can you... And they told me the guy who is making the boards is in Thailand.
Yeah, Sigi.
Okay.
Sigi is in Thailand. Sigi, the
Yeah.
guy making the boards.
Yes.
And Luis Alois, he's like selling the boards.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, he's working in
But
his
we
little
don't
shop.
have contact, but it's,
No,
it's very
it's-
close, but we don't have contact.
No, it's I'm just saying because it's where I'm now. It's I am at the house of this friend in Rasun.
Okay.
And when he told me I've got a house in Rasun, I know where is Rasun. I tell me why? You're the only people I ever noticed who know this.
Because the guy is from Rome, you know.
Ah, okay.
And I know it just because there is a tomahawk. Yeah.
Nice.
I didn't meet them. I think they're a strange guy because everybody, if you go to the forum such as Bomber Online, a lot of people are talking about tomahawk, no?
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
it's like something mysterious.
Mysterious people. Yes, it's it's. I think in general the mountain people, most of them are not easy, and so maybe this is also the case with them. You know, they have been making very good boards. I have been world champion on their boards 10 years ago, so I had a good experience with them. But also the opposite, I also had bad experience with them, and it's. I think they are strong in what they do, but also at the same time they are kind of in their own way, with the way how they are.
But I mean, it's. I mean, the one of the good things of snowboard that are people like you or you usually know Georg Rabanzer.
Yeah, Rabanzer, yes.
Which are people who can reach and talk and have some suggestions because it's it's so hard to find boards, to find things, to find bulls, and it's important to have somebody who is,
who is available also if you need something.
Available e anche it's a kind of people to talk with. I mean, it's not. I've bought some boards from a guy from the United States, not telling what his name, but you maybe knew it. Which is, it's a kind guy, but it's very hard to contact him, to call him, to send him an email. And people, we are few people, no? And, we are growing up, as we said before. We are hoping to grow and grow and grow. I hope with my small website to help people to find, because it's so hard to find any information how to set up your buildings. There are in Rome there are maybe 2 shops who sells the boards, but people are up there saying, how can I set up my buildings? That there are something strange. People are still saying that you have to buy your board. Depends from how tall are you. The things that we heard 20 years ago, and it's still like that. And
it was 15, 20 years ago. Sometimes the opinions were going so extreme in the alpine snowboarding. Extremely narrow boards, extremely steep angles, extremely stiff boards.
Steep boards. I've got one Scorpio 155 Scorpio, which is incredible. It's something made by in iron. You cannot bend it. Now I weigh 120 kilos, but 10 years ago I'm not this fat, but I'm not that thinner. I used to weigh 100 kilo, 105, and it's impossible board. And now we got some more enjoyable board. It's not easy to find. It's easier to find everywhere the F2 boards. Which is, when somebody told me which kind of board do I have to choose, I told you, F2 are not the best thing you can buy, but it's something that you can start enjoying yourself.
That's true. It's like, I would say it's more like Fiat, you can get it anywhere. It's a good car, it brings you from A to B. But if you want to have something nice, you have to go and get some other.
When I've been in Seceda, I've tested some boards. There was Virus, Oxes, Sense, Cane, and Rabanzer, and G-Force. Cane it's Macchioli.
Ah, okay,
And you can feel the real difference between, and surely plasma, and you can feel the difference. I mean, afterwards when I get back to my home, I pick up my F2 and I say, okay, okay, the snowboarding is another thing.
Yeah, and also F2, they have been making okay boards, but the boards have been the same for minimum 10 years now. Like there was no real change. The Speedster has
now
been...
you have got this small...
Yes, the new one now, it's more like a Kessler style.
Yes.
Because Kessler and F2, they are produced now in the same factory.
Yes, I heard.
In Austria, in the Upper Austria. And so I think there was a lot of technology transfer from Kessler to the F2. And so they are now, if you look at them, they actually look more or less the same. And I think they are also produced out of the same materials or out of the same mold even, you know. And I saw some of the riders, racers testing a F2 board, and I had a look on the board and I was like, I think this is a Kessler board actually.
No, I was, I am a Barton addicted, no? Because Barton boards are for years and years and years the best you can buy. And afterwards I say, okay, let's open our mind and buy a new shape board. And I bought one F2, which is okay, it's a good board. When I've been there, there was 2 or 3 boards that I say, wow, this is a snowboard. This is something that works really, really, really well. That I mean, you don't have always to watch 3 meters in the front of your snowboard to see what is on the snow, because you know they are not the boards that are gonna let you down in one moment because it's passing through hard snow to soft snow or whatever. It's like adesso we say una portaerei. The portaerei is the big boat with the airplanes on there, no?
Yeah.
And it's sooner or later I buy a new board, a new shape board, and a new good board. I've got also one of your boards, one Black Mamba. I like it very much. I bought it after seeing your video, the one with there was Russian music on it. It's a very
from our website, the video, or
no? I found it on your YouTube.
Okay. Yeah.
And you are good. And also I found that you can see. You know Mark Cirigliano? It's a guy who wrote a book about hard snowboarding.
Mark
Cirigliano. He's an American guy. It's about 15 years and he wrote this book about snowboarding. It's very, very good book because it's not only about technique, it's about training, it's about mind training also. And on his website there is that video. It's a video, it starts with you going up with the cable chair seated on the other side.
Yes, I remember.
And I saw you that was a Black Mamba. And when I saw it, I said, I'm not going to be ever in my life that good, but I want that board. And it's, I mean, I like it very much.
It's
my
really
friends
used
to prendermi in giro, obviously, because that strange punta.
Yeah, punta.
Yes, it's the first time I take it on the snow. My friends say, "Are you coming with your surf today?"
It was interesting because we wanted this was the first board. Actually, it was the second board we made. It was the first in the Lahm factory. The first board we made because we made the first boards in the factory where burden boards were built. And yes.
Yeah, this is it.
This is the
Black Mamba.
Black Mamba board.
Yes.
Black Mamba.
I like it.
Number one.
Yes.
So in 2004 we started with the brand, and the first year we had production in the former Burton factory in Austria, close to Vienna, like 1 hour from Vienna. And so we had the Burton shapes, but we made with our material and with our rocker and camber version. So it was actually
this one, as I remember, has also a little bit of taper, no? The bottom board is not used to have the taper.
No, the punta,
the taper, the back that is more thin than the front.
The first ones were still like the Burton board, but we had it more rockered in the front. So we've had actually rockered and softer shapes, like softer material, and a rocker on the nose, and also on the tail a little bit. So even the shape was the old one. We had a new board, even it was still like a Burton shape.
Yeah.
But it was the easiest way because we started in summer to start for the new season. And so 2-4, 2-4-5. In this year we had it's actually a round shape, round nose. And then the first year we made our own shapes. We decided to do something completely new or something completely different, because it was actually not new but different, to make a punta, and we decided to make this kind of way, because then people would realize this is something.
It's also like a firma, no?
Yes, like
because when you see it, you say this is Grabner's board.
And also it looks kind of fast, because we wanted to have it like a bullet or something really fast. And so we decided, because it was the first boards we built in the Elan factory. It was this one, the Black Mamba Speed, and then also the freeride board, the All Mountain, Soul and Cult, which is same also with the Punta, and which also had a lot of taper actually, the freeride board, and also the Speed had a lot of taper already. So this was the first boards with the Elan, and then next year was the Race, which was a little bit less Punta, but also still a lot of Punta, and then the year after was the first with the hammerhead nose. So we could kind of reduce every year a little bit, because people knew us already, and so it was